Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll run it. Here's Cook. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Joseph's got it, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defense. 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of the way this offense is.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And that last throw, CD, going to move him. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to...
Jameis to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Just stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it in on the defensive end. From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got.
1-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Keep making the connection.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this. Now it's Mahomes again. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. To throw is Winston. Open man down the field is Landry. 20! And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
63 yards to gain on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this...
1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line, and is one of the guys you got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it?
First down, Winston. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, under pressure, they got him again. Ross Blacklock picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
A big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And they'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy, some...
Winston. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, 62 yards. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route.
And not playing with fear.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to...
On 1st and 10, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time. And another. Jameis to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about that land.
10 still to come. Winston to throw for it. Forced out to his... And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Pete Werner, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
In a race, they're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. Third and short yardage, Winston. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened. We're in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Dancing to his left. Nifty move. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield.
Time to exit the pocket and go.
Mond's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're able to work this across midfield.
Back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mond's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they'll work this down inside here. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On second down and 4, Mond. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Touchdown, Vikings! Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you're playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Minnesota, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.